Mr. Knight.
The gentleman from California is recognized for 3 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. On October 23rd, a gas leak was discovered at one of the 115 wells, the Aliso Canyon natural gas storage facility located in my district near Porter Ranch, California. I want to thank Congressman Brad Sherman, who lives in Porter Ranch and was a great partner in this terrible tragedy, making sure that people were taken care of and we could move past this and move quickly to getting these taken care of. This leak persisted for 118 days and was recognized as one of the largest disasters of 2015. During this time, residents of the surrounding neighborhood suffered. Some temporarily relocated their families. 2 schools were permanently relocated, at least for that semester, and put many businesses on hold. As a representative for Porter Ranch, my immediate priority was to protect my constituents who live there and then ensure that the situation was resolved as quickly as possible. At the same time, I wanted to make sure that a crisis like this can never happen in our communities again. Today, we take a giant step forward in doing just that. In February, I introduced the Natural Gas Leak Prevention Act, which would require the Secretary of Transportation issue adequate safety standards for natural storage facilities like Aliso Canyon in Porter Ranch and another very large facility on a Rancho in Valencia, which is also in my district. The Safe Pipes Act contains the language from the Natural Gas Leak Prevention Act, as well as provisions to create an Aliso Canyon task force that would investigate the causes of the leak and recommend further actions to prevent such disasters in the future. This is the type of swift and effective action that we need in order to prevent our communities and our families from tragedies like the Porter Ranch gas leak. I want to thank many people that were involved in this situation. A special thanks to Paula Cresium and the entire Neighborhood Council for providing support to the community in its time of need. I'd also like to thank my colleague, Representative Jeff Denham, for his efforts to move this measure forward, including flying down to my district in March to tour the facility with the people involved. I'd like to thank as well Senator Deb Fischer and Chairman Bill Schuster for their immense support, and to the many staff members who worked tirelessly on this legislation. This terrible tragedy had real impacts on lives of thousands of people I represent. We cannot undo the damage that was done at Porter Ranch, but we can and must make sure every effort to mitigate the impacts on their day-to-day lives and assist in the recovery process. It is time to move forward on comprehensive legislation to prevent another incident from happening in our communities ever again. I'd like to say that this would never, ever happen again, but without action, without us moving forward, without people working together and Congress working together, this can happen. So this type of legislation and the people who are affected appreciate this, and the people who have worked on this, I appreciate very much, and I yield back the balance of my time.
Gentleman from California yields back.